Alright, let's see what requests I can take on right now. I could take on a bounty. Or maybe I should do this one, since can kill two birds with one stone. Okay, we'll see what we can do with that.
Oh, thank you indeed.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
What were the gods doing?
All right then. Go.
All right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Now then.
Whoa. What just happened? Okay, that was weird. But whatever.
Here's where we are now.
I think I'll do hatching a plan.
Ooh, that's where you want to go.
The old man that Nearest is looking for is there. Let's pay the place a visit for him. If there's a reward involved, it could help us with our preparations against Heisme. Wanna go?
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? Okay, yeah, same
Great. Let's move out.
Okay.
The Gauntlet Runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
What to pick?
Sure,
Right.
why not? I still intend to meet Lord Hydron once we return. He may give us trouble, but I must do what I can for Rangiff and my people. Stroll seems determined. I should talk to him again when we make it back to town.
Even so.
I just wish I could take action now. Sitting still is its own kind of hell.
Hey,
Sometimes it's better to clear your mind and focus on a single task. Want to hone our weapons? Honing my weapon may improve my focus during a fight and develop my courage. Do you want to hone your weapons with straw? Yep.
so,
Right. Let's have a look at your blade then.
got a moment?
You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day, I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey,
How about you? I shared my plan. Let's hear yours. What do you do when the fight's over? I'd like to help you with rebuilding. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it. tell you the truth.
Aye.
I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Luis.
Look at that.
I want to do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree. But seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know? To act with such conviction? How does one become so bold?
No.
I do have moments where I waver. I suppose we all do. But you manage to keep a cool head when you do. Like me. That's why you're our captain. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who he'll end up being after all this.
Alright.
Anyway, this is what's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight as well as increased my courage.
Now then.
Courage.
Courage. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. I spent some time with Stro holding our weapons.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
Oh, well, this looks pleasant.
Say,
This is the place? Tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean, and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more can you ask for? In fact, gazing out at all this green, I find such peace. I can hardly think of raising my sword again.
fine.
Stroll, please.
Come on.
Hey, guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the old man with the relic that Nearest was looking for? Why didn't Nearest leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows? Though, I thought I heard him mutter, old goat's probably dead, or something like that.
Hey,
Excuse me, is there an old inventor living in this village? An inventor? Hold on. You don't mean that Ishkiakoja with the bad leg? Oh, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say, he passed away not too long ago. Quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you. glass ornament.
Oh.
What is this? An igniter? I've never seen such a shape. Couldn't tell you. Haven't the foggiest what happens in inventors' heads. He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about him. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place and our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too. Inventor's Journal.
That's...
What in blazes is this? I can't make out a single word. What's a language like this come from? No clue. Maybe Nearest knows?
This?
Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. After I handed him what I got at the village, Nearest fell into silent inspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's alright.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it, trace amounts only, something, a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I could just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this! I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help you out, nurse.
Why, I'm bally well touched. It positively chokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you've the heart of a saint. And that old fella seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters, see here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions. Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal. I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travels should be all it takes, so, please?
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
I can feel Nearest's passion for relics, as well as his faith in me.
A free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
I can sense the heroic embodiment of the gunner from Nearest. Very cool. That's the one we need to do for
You
Morse
said
tasks
it'd only
too.
take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Alright.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers. I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Seems like Gallica can sense where relics are. We should search the area if she brings it up. Gallica will sometimes inform you she's detected a relic when you're at the entrance of a dungeon. Make sure to keep an eye out for it when you're exploring inside.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
I left Nearest to be immersed in his work and returned to the village with Gallica. As ever, 'tis a calm, peaceful place, this village. That's its charm, isn't it?
Okay then.
Let's stop by the shop since we're already here.
That reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a practical pigeon parcel? I wonder if they sell that here.
Now then.
Well, we got what we came for. What should we do now? Back to base, I guess.
Okay then.
You're going to use teleportation magic. Magic? Okay, let's get going. I wonder if I can teleport to places that I've visited already that aren't just like the major cities. Even on days that you return from a trip, you still have free time for activities at night as long as you haven't gone into a dungeon that day. Back to the Matira Tavern. Ooh,
Onto
what's
shite,
this?
Young man, hey!
I can tell just by the look in your eyes. Sir, you must be a traveler, aren't you? If I'm correct, then please, tell me of the places you've been to. Then, for a pittance of just 250 reeve, I can bring your travels to life through my music. So you talk about a place and he turns that memory into music. So it's not just a performance, but a showcase of magic as music.
Then...
Wanna have him perform for us? Sure.
Pleased to hear that.
Then I have but one question. Across the whole of your travels, which locale has etched itself into the forefront of your memory? Grand Trad.
Oh?
I see. Grand Trad, the royal capital of the kingdom and the most prosperous city in the land. Its main street is lined with luxurious boutiques, and beyond that lies a bustling and lively marketplace. Watching over the lively city is the Grand Cathedral, yet as majestic as it is, there are places where the prestigious gaze of sanctism does not reach.
Let me perform for you.
City of glory, unlike anywhere else in the world, where the dazzling, vivid lights cast shadows of the deepest darkness. Now, listen to my song. What a beautiful melody. As I listened to the performance, I thought about all I'd seen.
Gone to shite, this has.
I wonder if I can talk to
All
this
right,
guy and... Oh, I can't. Very good.
So?
We should make sure to do our shopping while the sale's going on.
people missing. Hello,
Is that the practical pigeon parcel? Oh, you really got it for me.
Stupendous.
Thank goodness. I'll put these into an incubator right away. Magic Igniter will have them ready to hatch in a snap. Our requisition pigeons are being used to relay news about the tournament. I can't tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. If we've got to have a new king, I hope there'll at least be somebody who'll put a stop to these pushy nobles, ruining our lives over their whims.
You know, you saved my ass.
Well, for the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs and then some. I really must thank you.
Mission accomplished. Amazing!
Wow, you sure you're okay giving us that much?
Ah, brilliant.
I insist. These pigeons are the lifeblood of the city. Everyone was very generous in pitching in.
Bye then.
If anything comes up again, you'll be the first person I look for.
Why, you?
Hey, we're happy to help, but we're not exactly an odd jobs agency. Unless the pay's good. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna need higher tolerance to talk to Maria. At least that's what I remember. So I'm gonna see what I can buy first before I deal with that, though.
Let's go.
Do I even have enough reef?
Hey,
Got a bargain.
$150 plus 30. What do I have right now?
What now?
Ooh. Oh, the plus 30 is
Got a
just.
bargain
Oh,
today.
okay. We're not gonna talk about that, but let's buy it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can sell old weapons though. Whatever. Alright, let's go do.
Can't be. All right then. Go.
What were the gods doing?
My.
Well, well. I find it rather remarkable you'd speak to me. With the recent incidents, I imagine you'd be a bit more cautious. You see, people reject what they do not understand. That is, they reject us. They push us and our foreign religion away. Then help me understand. My word, you continue to surprise me. I must admit, you've piqued my interest. Well then, shall we go have a chat? A discussion on faith in the heart of a sanctus town.
really?
A Mustari perspective on sanctism? Learning more about the Mustari's thoughts on the matter may help us better support those in need, right? Yep. Want to spend some time listening to her? I want to hear.
Well then.
I'm pleased to hear it. Well then, let us go elsewhere to talk.
Ah, I see.
Have you been to Kriegan Castle? If so, then you must have met the Sanctress. So you already understand how deeply the state religion, Sanctism, is rooted in Martira's history. Yet we Mustari have a faith all our own, and as such, we are scorned in this city. Though that would hardly be different elsewhere. Your religion. Is it in opposition to Sanctism somehow?
No.
For our part, we're happy to be left alone to practice our faith. But Sanctism does not appear to share this viewpoint. They persecute the Mustari here?
That's...
The Mustari are persecuted here in Mortira too? Somewhat, yes. I have heard it is more direct in places like Montaria. Are you well versed in Sanctus dogma? O ye born with sin in your heart, through adherence to the faith ye must atone. The word closure is an affirmation asking for forgiveness. In other words, entrust all your worries to God and ask for His forgiveness, rather the perfect doctrine for controlling a population, isn't it? Pterodox faiths like ours are inconveniences not only on a religious level, but on a national one as well. That's why you too ought to exercise caution. If you openly oppose Sanctism, who knows what could happen to you? Why, even the tournament itself is perhaps another of their measures to ensure our future oppression. I learned about the connection between Sanctism and the Mustari tribe. I feel improving my understanding of a different culture has increased my tolerance.
All right.
Level 2? Not enough.
If it pleases you.
Do come speak to me again sometime. If that is, you've a further interest in the Mustari. I talked with the Mustari woman for a while. I should get back to the inn soon.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless,
So these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? Twould seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear, just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best as we can.
all right.
We're departing tomorrow.
More people missing. More people missing.
Okay, well let's do Stroll's Wait, what?
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? So I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydron, that landowner in Grand Trat my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumor says he's clever, not in the good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should head to the Grand Cathedral in the royal capital. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroh, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron. But how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray?
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, My countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets, without roofs over their heads. They barely scrape by. So I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
No.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid.
What?
What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry. I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity.
Hang on.
Maybe you should help him?
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Rangiv. I wasn't able to pursue Lord Hidron to offer assistance. Persuade. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please, don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Heliatus must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to its former glory, or I should hope to greater heights still. I heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia.
Well then.
Sounds like an investigation is in order.
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase.
no.
No, we'll do this together. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, Thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Stroh's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve. The proud noble Stroh, keeper and heriter of the warrior's virtues.
Now,
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
a new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
Of course I'd like you to come, but
You can now study the Swordsmaster in academia. Okay. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Stroh and I return to the others. Back to the Matira Tavern.
What you want to know?
What do you want to do?
More people missing.
Might as well increase more tolerance. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We meet again, I see.
Oh, fancy meeting you again. I'm glad to see that neither of us have been kidnapped. If you're interested, do let us speak again.
What do you think?
Well then,
Let us speak about the relationship between Sanctism and our faith. Sanctism believes there is one true God. Followers relinquish their fears and apprehensions to him, as he presides over all of creation. This runs contrary to our Mustari teachings, as we believe in a multitude of deities. This is to say, Sanctism's teachings are quite simple. They easily transcend tribal barriers and then spread across the land. I listened to the woman. Feel learning about that has improved my tolerance. Level 2. Very nice.
Tolerance.
Tolerance. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. The interest you've shown, somehow, I feel it has lifted a weight from my heart. There are Mustari living in other cities as well. If you've the chance, do try speaking with them. I talked with the Mustari woman for a while. I should get back to the Yin soon.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is it finally time?
Today's the day we depart.
So?
Everyone's already headed for the Gauntlet Runner. You ready?
More people missing.
What were the gods doing?
All right, go.
I've been waiting. Let's go sniff out that bounty, shall we?
Let's move.
Let's head to Heismaze's hideout. The giant sandworm's nest will be next.
You would pursue peril?
Considering the distance, we'll need to camp along the way. Are you sure you're prepared?
Well,
Okay. I'm gonna save first,
cheers.
and then, just in case I don't have the right equipment or something.
Looks like everyone's here.
Let's move.
You would pursue peril?
Alright, we're off then. I'll take her up to full throttle, so hang on to something.
Trusting the advice of Morris, Barden's right-hand man, the party takes the Gauntlet Runner towards the giant sandworm's nest. They could not know what they will encounter here, nor that it might be only the beginning of their trials.
What to pick? All right then.
Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty.
Let's check.
That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Got it.
Quality meat is delicious all on its own. But if you prepare it with a little effort applied to the right places, it can taste even better. To echo something I've heard anyway.
And then...
In other words, we can't just haphazardly toss things together. Proven combinations of ingredients will win the day. I began preparing the food with straw.
Got it?
Heat control makes all the difference with meat. Ready? This is the moment we've been waiting for. We must strike the perfect balance between delicate and bold. Whew. With that done, we're nearly to the finish line. I wouldn't be so exacting if this was just my dinner. But when you cook for others, you've got to give them your best. Looks amazing. Even by sights alone, I know this will be delicious. It's red grass roasted beetle. That aroma really whets the appetite. Stro and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew.
Come look at this.
Ahoy! You lot aren't gonna believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at the midnight sunsets. The grandeur of it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed? Or is it an oddity shaped by the sands? Another truth lost to time.
Oh, okay, I thought I was voice acting. Whoa, what in the... Is that a giant sandworm husk? It can't be. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never heard of one growing to this size.
Indeed.
A beast that large could be carved into a great many servings. She says as she's chewing. You're considering how to eat it, aren't you?
Look.
Come now. Your attention is focused on entirely the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downward at its feet and the sand beneath.
What happened?
It looks like plain white sand to me. Really use those eyes of yours, my boy. See how each grain is clean as air? That means it's glass. The glass you've seen in the shop fronts of Grand Trad or within the Grand Cathedral is made with magic through a laborious and rather expensive process.
What?
So you're saying that this glass here was made naturally somehow?
No.
Not quite. For how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have had to be hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. How intriguing. An event of great importance once occurred here, the details of which we are not privy to. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses, but I dare say this is a spot warranting further research.
Right then.
I'll just do some quick jotting in my notes.
Still, though.
The sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Truly, stumbling upon sights like this is the real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off our forthcoming bounty hunt. Feel like my wisdom deepened slightly after taking in the fantastical view.
All right.
Hail!
Are you content with your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return.
Let's go.
Perfect. I've just finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it into appreciative hands. Alright then. Last one back to the runner gets saddled with kitchen patrol. How childish. If it's a contest you seek, then consider the challenge accepted. On your marks, 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
Huh? Hey, hold on a minute. I don't want kitchen patrol. They didn't say go. Jerks.
What do I say?
Whoa, now this will not do at all. Gauntlet runner incoming. She's a stylish one though, I must say.
Hey!
Ahoy, crew! I hereby challenge you.
Hey!
Hey, that voice sounds familiar.
Hurry it up!
Hurry on out now, before I use my cannon to punch a hole in this heap.
All right.
Let her do her worst.
What?
What in the... They're already climbing onto the deck from the opposite end? Come on, we gotta go. You ready?
So it was your run. I thought I'd seen that craft before. Katharina? Why are you in a gauntlet runner?
Because I'm in the running for the throne, of course. Isn't that why you're out here? I'm sorry, but the throne will be mine. I can't afford to lose. Not when true change is at stake. Here and now, nobody gets off easy. Not even you. Now let's do this, fair and square. Have it!
I don't think she's thought this through. But I guess we'd better put our dukes up. No, we've
Falling
got
back.
some history.
We're looking good here.
Reggie's
Stepping
gonna
back.
beat us.
Time to go offend. No holding back! I'll cut you down!
I'm stepping back. Charging in! Let us fight as one.
We'll team up!
Behold my power!
That's nothing! Come on, then!
Oh, that's cool.
Seeker! Wind!
In the name of Warrior!
That's nothing!
I stand ready. To say for Grant, come! I stand waiting.
Is that all? I can't lose. The Parapets are counting on me.
Is that all? Only a flesh wound. I'm counting on you.
Moving to the
Last
rear!
chance to give up.
To the fore! Are you prepared? Hack and slash. They die hard.
Into the fray.
You are
Together.
I'm counting on you.
You having a laugh? Even in a hand-to-hand fight, I can't win. I can't take this. This frustration.
Satisfactory. I'm sure greater triumphs lie ahead.
How did I gain popularity rank? Who saw that?
Damn it all!
Ah, damn it!
I've lost!
Unbelievable. Well, it turns out you're a real force to be reckoned with, Will.
Right.
You're quite the force yourself. Of course I am. You even realize how much I train? But I'll say something about that power of yours. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know whether to be shocked or awed. And yet here we both stand, together again. To tell it true, I was surprised when I saw you at the opening ceremony. I never knew you had kingly ambitions.
Hey.
There are some complex circumstances having to do with that. Long story, is it? Well, I'd ask, but maybe now's not the time, eh?
If you want my opinion...
My aim is simple. I want to help the Parapus. We're a poor lot, generally speaking. Not a lot of options for work, if there's any to be had at all. A good lot of us wonder if we'll even be able to afford our next meal. Not something we got in common with other tribes. I watch my tribe struggle in an endless cycle of misery. We can't even break out on our own.
What we have here is...
But now that anyone can wear the next crown, I'll put my life on the line to make it my head that does. And once I do, I'm gonna put a bounty on every rich and greedy bastard this country's ever known. Plan's not half bad, no? We knock them off their amounts of money and use that to raise the poor up.
Oh, certainly.
Everyone will be working together to bring in those bounties. And the ones that do get riches and glory besides...
About that.
Is it moral? How will you judge what's right from wrong?
But, come on.
Well, that's for the king to decide, isn't it? I never asked about the specific details of this bounty plan, so I don't know exactly.
The truth is...
There's this Clemmer who's been sort of the brains of the operation. Real brainy type, but he's nice enough. He's the one who suggested I take the throne. Said it would benefit my tribe, so I should take a crack at it. He's the one who pushed me to enter the race. He doesn't want people making fools of the Parapus. He shed a real tear for us. I suppose not every Clemmer's rotten to the core.
I suppose.
Tell me, what are your plans if you win the crown? I'm willing to tell you. If you manage to beat me. Oh, is that how it is? Now I really want to know. I'm gonna make you talk, so you better be ready for next time, okay? And I'm not yielding either. The future of the Parapus is at stake. I started with nothing but the clothes on my back. And I'm only where I am today by the strength I've earned and the blood on my fists. Now I'm ready to take on the world. I can sense Katarina's spirit of rivalry and her faint faith in me.
Never felt so alive. See you soon, I hope.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
And then...
Don't you take a beating before then, because I plan to be the one who delivers on that promise myself.
The gauntlet runner takes repose at an encampment as the sun sets along the sandy horizon, darkness settling in. What creeps through the sands outside in the night is unknown to the party as they take their well-deserved rest.
Getting real chilly. All right then.
I've been thinking about Heisme. Scoundrel though he may be, he was once a knight. We must put a stop to his crimes. I am rather restless. What should I do with myself now? Ah, right.
Indeed.
'Tis true that they're no substitute for actual battle, but tabletop games are fine tools for learning strategy. Playing a game with Hulkenberg will raise my wisdom. I bet you'll kick your butt at it, but you want to play against Hulkenberg? Yeah, sure. That takes me back. As a younger woman, I was utterly addicted to the game.
Yes.
Considering the current flow of the battle, it was an even battle, but within the span of one turn, I suddenly found myself cornered. Come now, 'tis too early in the battle for so sullen an expression. If your foe mobilizes a larger force, then surely an opening may be found.
What should we do?
Your enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses, all whilst leaving their own base wide open. How do you respond? Balance?
If so,
I would simultaneously attack the enemy's base while maintaining my own guard. It will be quite the challenge to fight my pieces face to face, but the situation is simply unavoidable if you want to capitalize on the opportunity to seize the enemy's stronghold. I pointed out an effective move. I feel like my wisdom has improved.
all right.
Well then,
Do you understand now? If so, show me with your next move. Hulkenberg and I dueled on the board for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. The gauntlet runner quietly comes to a stop before the giant sandworm's nest. It is the day that the sleep-inducing sand flash dances in the sky. Their target is Heisme Noctur, a villain still unseen, who has caused the woes of Martira. Will they successfully claim his bounty to great fortune?
This weather should have all the sandworms conked out.
Speaking of which, what exactly do they look like? I only got a glimpse of the lava. And cooked at that.
as tube-like as any worm. They grow quite steadily in their lifetime. It's the tremendously large ones that end up deadly threats.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. What kind of man would want to live in a den of those things? Did you hear that? Just now.
Beasts. And not just one. Should they not be asleep?
Hey, what's...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the?
So that's it, eh? But what's going on? Did we get bad information?
That's no sandworm. A horror like that could only be...
A human? We're not getting away without a fight!
Damn it! We can't die here!
Dashing.
Hey, this isn't what we heard about!
Falling back.
What's going on?
I'm counting on you.
I call upon royal power within! Hack and slash!
Doesn't seem like it'll be too hard though.
Coordination is key! Please!
I hope. Okay, that hurt. I think I can afford one more
Looking
turn.
good here.
Warrior!
Right on target!
Oh, especially if we crit.
Together!
Let me help! I won't hold back!
with healing power.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
God, you've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
All yours.
Comrades, lend me your
Counting on you.
strength. And thus I end it!
Oh, right!
It went underground.
I think we managed to drive it back!
Did they get eaten? They did.
What?
What is this place? A human came right for us and then
Don't tell me.
it swallowed us whole. Wait, does that mean we're inside its body? Eaten by a giant sandworm. Though Gallica is right, this is no worm. Tis a human. I would have fought 1,000 humans before I ever imagined I would end up in one stomach. Oh, been a long time since I've had visitors. Well, make yourselves at home.
Huh?
We have company? How long have you been down here, old man? Is there a way out? Oh, places to be, eh? Try giving that lump just there a big old wallop. If you hit it, the valve that keeps the gas shut will open right quick, then go straight on, and you can get out. Well, through the back. But mind the guts. The digestive juices in there will make short work of you, melt you right down.
Oh,
That would be regrettable. In other words, we have to find a way through before we get digested. If we're working on a time limit, we can't afford to make any mistakes. Let's take a rest before we start this guts clock.
Truth be told,
This old beast's eaten lots of treasure in its time. If you spot any in the belly, grab it on your way out. Not every day you get swallowed by a sandworm. There's riches in here, but once you leave, there's no coming back. Can't tell you how many folks just like you got digested because they couldn't leave well enough alone. Alone though. Don't get greedy. By the looks of it, you've been here for many years. If you wish to escape, come with us.
nah,
Kind offer, but I'm afraid I'll decline. I'm a big bug lover, you see, and I still have so much research to do on this giant sandworm. Okay.
Okay, so
Fascinating.
So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please, do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it.
Do make yourself at home.
He was trying to rank both Hulkenberg and Stroh's archetypes up, so we can get Swordsmaster and Magic Knight.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
If you're passing through its intestines, you should collect the treasure while you're there. Youngsters are always in need of things, are they not?
Hey,
You don't want it? I'm sure you'll be able to make some money off it if you take it back outside. This giant sandworm is infinitely more precious to me. This one in particular is a mutant variety, completely different from other bugs. If there is one thing I regret about this world, it's that I didn't continue my insect research further. Now hurry and go. If you smack that lump of flesh there, it'll open up the valve to leave. You'll have to run through its guts while it's still open.
let's go.
It's open. Let's get going.
What?
It's closed? Damn. Looks like we won't be able to go back. There are more important things to worry about right now. Take a look. The path to the right has a suspicious looking swamp, but the path to the left is filled with monsters.
What is this?
Blech, are all humans like this on the inside? Kind of looks like we've no choice but to take one of these.
Let's hurry.
In any case, we have to go through here to leave. Will, you lead the way. What was that rumbling just now? You don't think it's trying to dissolve us, do you?
Hurry.
We've not the time to dawdle. Hurry onward.
We're off.
Is the swamp like slow? Yep, that's what I figured. I'm gonna take the fast path. I'm okay with missing out on the items.
All right, we did it.
We're strong enough to take them down? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, not that one though.
Come on, let's push through. Cat. All right. How's that?
Yeah.
Cat. Let's push through.
Okay.
Right.
Onward.
Good, let's be on our way. Wait, is that it? Oh, okay, it's not.
So apparently,
Looks like we're still inside the belly. I can't believe this is a question I must ask, but where's the butthole?
No problem.
It's a worm, so I guess we just keep going. The path splits up ahead, but we just need to push forward.
But
Alas, it seems it won't be so simple. Look to the left. It's just a crystal. Isn't that a melancholia crystal? What's one doing in here?
hurry.
This is no time to be standing still. We need to get out of here. Lean on.
they've noticed
Get
us.
to the anus.
Fine.
There's a monster guarding the crystal, but this seems to be the shortest way out. And we've just got to get this over with. Understood. Let us fight. Guards up. Whoa, what's it doing? Hit an evasion rate. Come on.
I feel so heavy. I'll get some distance. I'm counting on you.
Now, what's the play? You first.
Well, don't miss.
We'll team up.
Hulkenberg, hold yourself together. Stroll, your
Let's
speed's
go.
down.
I don't have Patra. Oh, crap.
The next one's yours.
I can't afford to hold back.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
Is that to say for
Okay, you know, we're just gonna block.
Was nicht.
I owe you. All yours.
Charging in! Join with me!
Coordination is key.
Onward.
Oh,
Hold
come
yourselves
on.
Together.
Strength is fading.
My strength.
Wait, how am I supposed to
Stroll,
read
your
this?
speed's down.
Time for some close combat to the rear guard.
Captain,
Charging in.
they've
Can I?
slowed you down.
Okay, can I escape from this? I don't think this fight is worth it. I might as well just run along the path with all the monsters.
Captain, they've slowed you down.
Oh, come on.
Falling back. Seeker! Wind!
Hulkenberg's
I shall
moving
fight
slower.
as you first.
Comrade!
Coordination is key.
Is that all?
Captain, they've slowed
Let's
you
go.
down.
We're not out of this yet.
I'm obliged.
I owe you. I can't. Warrior! Hack and stone.
You gotta aim better than that.
Is that all?
Allies, together.
All right. Let's go.
Commander,
My strike?
hold yourself together.
Darn it.
That's not good.
My strength. Stroll, your speed's down.
The next one's yours.
I shall vanquish evil.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
Swan.
I'm stepping back. I'll stay my
Captain,
blade.
they've
Seeker.
slowed you down.
Flare!
Hey,
didn't work?
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Only a flesh wound.
I call upon royal power within. They die hard.
Stroll,
Is
your
everyone all
speed's
right?
down.
Into the fray! To safer ground!
Hulkenberg's moving
I defer
slower.
to you.
Hey, don't get sloppy, Captain.
Only a...
Moving to the rear. Time to go offense. I shall vanquish evil.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than
I
that.
I'll stay my blade.
Light as power. We can do this.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Real tactic. So heavy.
Captain, they've slowed
I
you
call
down.
upon royal power within.
That was so stupid.
Got it.
Right. That will make a fine shortcut.
My thanks.
We may as well shatter this crystal while we have the opportunity. It's your decision, Will. Why is it a decision to be made? To be even considered?
Let's go.
Let's keep going. We're almost at the exit.
Let us hurry.
Was that?
All right. Incredible.
Well, that looks good.
Right.
Look,
The exit's up ahead, but we'll need to defeat this guy first, it seems.
ready?
You ready to fight, yeah? He doesn't look like a pushover, but he's in the way.
Finish it, quick!
Let's defeat it quickly and get out of here.
I'll get some distance. We're looking good here.
No holding back!
Is that allies?
All right, let's go!
Oh, we can summon. Great.
I'm counting on you.
I shall. Let's do this!
Go!
Impossible!
Oh, they blocked
Didn't
physical?
hurt them.
Insane.
Burns! Child's play.
Dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry.
I'm stepping back. Charging in!
Hulkenberg's been burned. If she gets
To
hit,
safer
she's in
ground.
big trouble.
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength.
We'll team up!
What?
Only a flesh wound.
Is everyone okay?
Still
Try to
fight.
heal up. Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing. Captain's on his last legs. Someone get him
All
healed up.
yours!
Into the fray!
Captain, you've been burned.
Coordination
Don't
is
take
key!
damage this way, so be careful.
We can do this.
Trust me.
I owe you.
Is everyone okay? Try to heal up. Is that all? Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal.
Ooh, nice dodge.
You're all hurt bad.
Warrior!
Anyone get on healing duty.
Not now. Moving to the rear,
Captain,
closing the
you've been
distance.
burned. You'll take more
Are you
damage this way,
prepared?
so be careful.
No
Yeah, we're
holding
just
back!
healed.
Thanks.
I'm obliged.
Hulkenberg's
Observe
guard
the...
is
I'm
down.
stepping back. Come! Is that all?
Let's go. With healing power.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Only a flesh wound.
Hulkenberg's
so
badly
easily.
wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Time
She
to go
needs help.
offensive. Warrior! I'll cut you down!
Captain, you've been burned.
Moving to the
You'll
front.
take more damage
Behold.
this way, so be
All
careful.
right, let's go!
Is everyone okay? Try to heal up.
No,
Hulkenberg's
not
badly
yet.
wounded. Someone heal her. You're all hurt bad.
Seeker!
Anyone get on
We can
healing
do this.
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
Captain,
In
you've
the
been
name
burned.
of...
You'll take more damage this way, so be careful.
Not done yet.
Is everyone all right? Oh, power of heroes!
Yikes!
Oh,
Watch out
come
for the
on.
counterattack.
Getting burned.
Is everyone okay?
I can't give
Try
up
to heal
now.
up.
Not
Captain's
like
down.
this.
Someone help him this time.
So easily.
Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
To the rear guard. I'm counting on you.
Are you prepared?
I join with me.
Coordination is key!
The next one's yours.
I call upon royal power within!
Is behold.
Counting on
Stand
you!
together. It burns.
It burns.
This is nothing.
Captain, you've been burned. You'll take more damage this way, so be careful.
This should work.
Hulkenberg's
I
been
shall
burned.
fight as the
She
noble
gets hit,
warrior!
she's in big trouble.
Hack and slash!
To the rear
Hulkenberg's guard
guard.
is down.
I defer to you.
By this power. We can do this.
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
Hulkenberg's been burned. If she gets hit, she's in big trouble.
I shall vanquish evil.
Moving to the front. To safer ground. I'll stay my blade.
Let's stay calm. Seeker! With healing power.
Plus needed.
Helpful as ever. Now, are you prepared? 2 remaining.
Nice.
Is that all?
Hulkenberg's been burned. If she gets hit, she's in big trouble.
It's come forth, royal soul. Scour!
I can't. Stepping back. I shall vanquish evil. You first.
Let justice prevail. One remaining.
Weak to
That's it,
ice.
Hulkenberg.
Nice.
Nice one, Captain. Stroll's been burned.
I'm counting
You
on
better
you.
watch out for any enemies
Burns.
targeting him.
Guarding seems the wise move.
Nice. Free.
Hulkenberg got them right
The freedom
in
of
their
a
weak
wanderer. By this power.
Nice.
Okay, not bad at all.
I admit.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Very cool.
spot. Yeah.
There's nothing stopping us now. Let's go.
All right.
We're here. It's the exit. Good. We got here in time. Now we may finally escape the belly of the beast. I know we've come all this way, but are we really doing it? This?
You.
Do you have an alternative? If not, there's no sense grumbling. Gather around, children. This is the legend of Lord Stroh, who crawled out the arse of a worm. Hey, do you feel that? Do you smell that? Nature calls, I suppose.
Huh?
What? Oh, you're taking the piss.
Hurry.
The other one, actually. But we have to move. You won't have children if we all die in a poop-apocalypse.
Damn it.
Ah, damn dignity. I don't care anymore. As long as we get out.
On guard.
Right, time to go. You guys definitely need a shower after this. That was rough.
Well,
We dealt it some grave internal damage. It should remain quiet for a while.
Even so.
This doesn't smell right. Indeed. Yet at least that scent may misdirect our foes.
No.
No, I didn't mean... Well, yes, that's a bit of a stench too, but... Looks to me like Morris's tip was likely no good to begin with. You suppose this was a trap?
wait.
But why trap us when we've come so far to help them? They'd not have posted their bailout in the capital if they weren't desperate for aid. Well, this must be his den. Assuming the information about Heisman even being here wasn't false to begin with.
Even so.
We've not come all the way here just to turn back now. Let us at least investigate the situation inside. The weather's getting worse. You have to be careful in our investigation. Every region has a unique inclement weather to manage. There are sand flashes in Martira, for example. During inclement weather, magma becomes denser, causing monsters to become enraged. This magma density impacts dungeons as well. Be sure to pay mind to the weather.
Is all well?
Sure.
You lot just came out of that giant sandworm, didn't you? How? Did you twist up its guts by going wild as a box of vesps and it puked you out?
Sure, but...
Well, it was a little crappier than that. Anyway, what brings you to a remote place like this? Can't you tell? I'm a humble peddler. I was traveling for business to a nearby town, then the sandworms attacked. I'm the only survivor. And now there's this weather to enjoy. When it's like this, monsters go berserk. Not too many out in these wastes though, so I'm just here quaking in me boots. But I'm safe thanks to you. I owe you all my life. I'll sell you anything you want, whatever catches your eye.
Now then.
Look forward to doing
Is that all?
business with you again.
Much obliged.
Onward.
We've come this far. We will find him, no matter what it takes.
What do you think?
Should we go capture Heisme? Let's
So
go.
we bring the fight to them.
This bounty will be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed. Is our bounty really here?
Indeed.
This area is massive, though I could expect no less considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake?
Look!
Hey look! There's a hut on the shore of the lake.
What the?
So he really has been living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him yet.
However,
Something is amiss though. If that truly is his hideout, how might he keep his victims here once kidnapped?
look.
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you've got a point. This doesn't seem like the kind of place where you could hide a lot of people.
Well,
Then we'll drag the truth out of him. For now, let's check the place out.
I'm heading out. If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Let's fight a
This could
bit.
be our chance.
If you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies become stronger. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weakness. Interesting.
I'm counting on you.
Let's get on with it.
Go!
Tougher than I thought.
By the sword. There!
One woman got one!
Good.
Who's next?
Tis done.
Only one left! Finish them off!
How much more
And that's
XP
that!
though?
Victory's ours!
Oh, that's pretty decent.
Victory is ours, and safety hard won.
This is our chance.
This is our chance!
I'll get some discs forward. We're looking good here.
I cut after me.
This is yours.
They die hard.
I stand ready. There! Nothing stops you!
That's it, Hulkenberg.
Is that all?
Oh, I didn't realize that one was whatever.
My lord.
Hulkenberg's been charmed!
Did she say my lord when she got charmed?
The next one's yours.
In the
I
name
see,
of
I
justice, let's
see.
make an end of it.
Hold nothing back!
Tougher than I thought.
Observe the enemy. There! Satisfactory.
Only 2 enemies left! Stay sharp!
Now,
Woo, not too shabby! Let's keep this up, everyone!
Not bad.
I think we're in the clear.
Spotted!
A preemptive
Let's
attack.
all down in one fell swoop!
I'm counting on you.
In the name of... Give me your aid!
Show them our might.
Tougher than I thought.
Observe. I see you. It's almost decided.
That's it, Hulkenberg.
one left. Finish them off and we're clear. And that's that. Victory's ours.
Good. Tis done. Is that the end then? We've cleared the way. They've noticed us.
I'm gonna fight that one, I think. Don't really feel like it. Probably not winning it, too.
All right. How's that?
I'll give it my all.
Stay calm, everyone.
Falling back. Let's go. Win! Stay sharp.
Got him.
It's not
Keep
over
it
yet.
going, Captain. What?
What's a
I thought you
decisive
hit
blow?
weakness. Only
Forward.
one left. Finish them off. We're clear. Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody. I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Look.
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
Probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heisme?
I didn't expect a you, Chief.
He's a chief.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
We owe you a debt, it seems.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name? Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters?
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon. So he truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Shadow Guard?
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come! I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings. I was saving this.
Whoa!
Huh? There's more Heismes?
To push me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
I get the feeling that Heisme's attacks are wavering. Is it just my imagination?
What the?
Falling back.
We've got multiple
Time for some close
Heismes.
combat to the rear guard. I'm counting on you.
In that, let's get on with it!
Show them our might!
You can tell when we
And
do
we
wide-ranging
miss all?
attacks. Focus on one at a time.
Why do I feel like this is a scripted loss?
How about this?
Yeah, we're definitely meant to lose this. There it is again. I can feel Heismay hesitating slightly when he attacks me.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
To safer ground! They'll not break my
I'm just
defense.
gonna block because I feel like we're not winning this.
Equal to a new chief's agility? I have my method.
That's tactic.
Or can I attack him actually? Let's give it another shot.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
Fight there!
Definitely not.
What's going on? Where'd he go? Is that all?
Forward!
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
That all you have?
Time to go offensive.
I'm really staying awake. Have you really come this far on brute force alone? Now I know you only see what I want you to see. And once lost in the mirage, there is no escape. This should work.
Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight!
Let's get him some healing.
To the rear guard!
Captain's on his last legs.
I shall defend!
Get
Falling
him
back!
back.
Seeker! We can do this! Trust me.
Helpful as ever.
Let us clean up this mess.
This is doing
Disappointing.
Moving to the front! I see you!
Right. Smite him, Hulkenberg.
Was luck on your side? Or perhaps. No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come. Be neither timid nor...
Wait, I was supposed to find him. Oh, I feel kind of stupid now.
Seeker! With healing power!
Whatever, we'll see if I can salvage
thanks.
this.
In that, go for it.
You think yourself
Join with me.
equal to a
Coordination is key.
Never
Pull
mind.
yourself together.
Probably
I
still
was saving
scripted.
this.
Oh, please.
We're looking good here.
You
After me.
sure I can't round slash him?
I see your
Tell
game.
when we do wide-ranging attacks. Focus on one at a time.
Oh.
Most impressive. You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. And I have my own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Yeah, it was a scripted fight.
Where'd he go? He disappeared just like that.
Even wholly surrounded, too. Tis bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
Inside's pretty shabby too. By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem like...
Huh.
What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen such a thing on my travels before. The Ugif tribe has a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn. But judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones. He'd not go to such trouble for a child he abducted. It's only a theory, but I suspect this may be Heismay's own child.
And so,
He is but a fallen knight, and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
that's...
There's the mark, the Shadow Guard. He was a knight, I suspected as much when we learned he was a Yujin, but now... Is that a different group from the one you were in, Hulkenberg?
The truth is...
Titles and honors go to Clemmer, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow. Their duties lesser.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard then. Discrimination even among the knights. So much for our civilized age.
Even so.
The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. For Izal, their only focus is skill. And Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled. Look. All these things have been bundled in multiple layers of cloth.
Indeed.
Fairly tightly at that. Doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop it.
Hey!
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth. Even the floor and walls. Is it necessary to go to such lengths? Strange, the more I think about it.
Strange.
Is this a letter?
What the what?
It says, "To Papa, thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever." Sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated. Was this letter written to Heismay? I wonder if the kid saw him as a good father.
So apparently...
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes. But there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. We'll have to hear the truth from him.
But...
Can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that he had some weakness we could exploit. We need a way of countering Heismay's agility. Maybe there are some clues in this hut? Okay, that's kind of messed up.
In this place...
There's a lot of cloth in here.
Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Heismay have so much cloth lying about?
That's...
Maybe it helps dampen noise?
Uh-huh.
Noise, that's it!
Hey.
Do you think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are. And that's how he lives here so safely, I'd wager. In a cave where sound echoes. It'd be easy for him to hear when the human's about.
I see.
I see. So the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed. I've heard it said that the Yujiv have excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound.
Then...
So if we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it...
Nice.
Worth a shot.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
Heismay! Come out!
Show yourself!
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Luis! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Kanika, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night. Stroll, you think you're so smart.
I could probably shout something too.
Hulkenberg, you're... I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn.
You didn't even finish.
Enough! Stop this infernal din!
He's dead! Oh, he's dead.
What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
No, we don't have to fight.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel.
Dang it.
If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We have our reasons for not backing down.
Hope you don't think hiding's enough to make us give up and leave.
Here I come. Allow me to use this.
Oh! I feel hesitation in Haizme's attack. Could he be wavering about delivering a fatal blow?
He's not getting away this time.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so, you think yourself equal to a Eugenics agility?
Back. I'll cut you down.
A blunder.
Observe the to the rear guard. I defer to
Falling
you.
back. Come forth, royal soul. We're not out of this yet.
Trust me.
I owe you.
I'll use this.
All these copies. I wonder if there's some way to tell them apart. Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Tell them apart, huh? What's the difference? Not that I can see. It was just dumb luck the other time.
In the name of justice.
No specific features I can... What? Tell them apart? Am I stupid?
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Oh wait, I'm kind of stupid. He has a shadow. Why was I looking at everywhere else but the shadow?
In the...
Let us clean up
Moving
this
to the
mess.
front. Join with me.
All right, let's go.
And thus I end it.
I feel kind of dumb now that I see it. It was so obvious.
Allow me to use this.
Wait a second.
Time for some
Something's
close
off.
to the rear guard.
That copy
The next one's
doesn't
yours.
have a-
You think yourself
I
equal
quote
to a
the royal
Eugenics
power
agility?
By the swan. Let us fight.
Counting on you.
How did I not spot the shadow earlier? That's ridiculous.
How about this?
My strength.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
We're looking good here. No holding back.
Stroll,
Is
your
everyone all
speed's
right?
down.
Join with me.
Let me help.
They yet cling to life.
Critical. Anxiety.
I show no mercy. What can I do?
Critical. Anxiety.
Heal him.
I was saving this.
Stroll can't take any more.
Minus power.
Someone heal him.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Stroll's
Are you allowed to at
anxiety
least
is
basic
rising.
attack
Keep
though?
the enemies off him.
Very nice.
How can we survive this?
Keep the
Too
enemy
slow.
off.
Ha! Die! See if you wish to live.
Targeting him.
I show no mercy.
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't take any more.
Charging in.
Someone heal him.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
I'm so sorry. Thanks for the XP though.
I'll strive for greater heights.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujief drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Ugh, don't remind me. Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsman yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story,
It's a long story.
It is even stranger that the youngest of you is the actual candidate. Still, I suppose I can see why they'd put their trust in you. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
What a terrible day.
Hey!
Hope Nearest and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest so that we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Gone to shite, this has. Alright.
Oh, so we're definitely not allowed to leave. Damn, I'm exhausted. Let's take it easy for today and prepare for tomorrow.
Evidently.
So it begins with rumors of safety during a sand flash, and thus the trap is already set. Whatever the case, Heismay is safely in our custody. The others will stand vigil over him, so let us rest while we can.
I'm in trouble now. Gone to shite, this has.
Interesting.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Neurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is... Hey, we already said this wasn't about scary stories.
The real culprit was inside the city all along, and not some outsider. A common misdirect.
Ghost.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something
it's
wrong?
Morris.
You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the Guard Corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
Calm down.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Norris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Wait, he only sensed it after she walked out, though.
Are you coherent
No
yet?
way, it's her, right?
I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They said they haven't found Heisme yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fie!
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there. Over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
It's coming from over there. Is he calling for us? Why is Heisme with you? The guard at the gate said they not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth. To know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. And Lady Joanna is... well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money is on Morris, being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
It's absurd.
Morris? No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I've nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Will?
Got it.
We don't have much choice in this in the matter.
My thanks.
My apologies. I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seems to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses.
But then?
But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heisme is the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
We should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of Cataract Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley. You can get there by following Cataract Road. So let's go there when you're ready.
What is it?
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here for today. Yeah, I know. Total pace killer, but... I'll pick it back up tomorrow.